Xi Jinping walks out for the first time since the Chinese Communist Party passed a landmark resolution on its own history. It enshrines Xi as the core of its leadership, all but ensuring he will stay on for a third 5-year term as China's leader when the 20th Party Congress meets next year. His position secured by an apparent unanimous vote and flanked by fellow members of China's top leadership, you'd think it would be a happy occasion. But this is an historical event of solemn importance, if the expressions of his colleagues are anything to go by. Until now, just 2 historical resolutions had been passed in the CCP's history, one in 1945 and the other in 1981. The first cemented Mao Zedong's position as China's top leader, and the second, his successor, Deng Xiaoping. But now, a third for Xi Jinping.
What the resolution means is, on one hand, is an epilogue. It closes the chapter on what's happened in the past 100 years of the party's history, and it is also a prologue. It basically sets Xi apart from his predecessors and lets him chart a vision and a path as he tries to take China forward.
Xi's premiership has seen stable growth in the Chinese economy, albeit slowing. But China appears increasingly isolated on the world stage. There has been a hardening of global attitudes towards China in recent years, particularly in the West and especially since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. Xi has also faced international criticism over human rights abuses in Xinjiang, a crackdown on freedoms in Hong Kong, as well as a ramping up of military intimidation toward Taiwan. These sensitive issues are mentioned in the CCP's communiqué, but analysts say the document is squarely about the party and the version of history it is trying to tell, which includes its claims to Taiwan.
这个台湾的议题本来就不该出现在中共的历史问题决议里面，因为台湾的议题不属于中共党内路线斗争的问题。
But within China, Xi already has a lot on his plate. Its debt-laden companies pose a threat to economic stability, and an aging population means a demographic crisis looms. And with Xi now unquestionably at the peak of Chinese power, the weight of responsibility for those issues is firmly on his shoulders. Kris and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.